citizens are back in Police Academy.
Oh! I want to welcome all of you to
Citizens on Patrol.
Citizens on Patrol.
The Police Academy has offered to train you citizens
You just don't think I'm fast enough anymore, do you?
to better protect yourselves.
Do we get to pack heat?
Attention all cars, attention all cars.
Mahoney,
Gee, I love saying that.
Jones, Hightower, Sweet Chuck, Zed, and Tackleberry.
Good idea.
From now on, by land,
You have the right to remain silent.
Who's gonna save me?
by sea, or by air, there's no escaping justice.
Gentlemen, may I see your license and registration, please? I can blast them out of the sky, sir. Not yet. I should give them a warning shot first.
Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol.
Now be careful, because a 44 Magnum has quite a kick.
See it in your neighborhood while you still have one.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Video Rangers podcast. I'm Mike Spinacolo. Sitting beside me is Chris Dietz. Say hello, Chris.
Hello, everyone, and we're on, what is it, episode 29?
Episode 29.
I don't know, I must have a hearing problem. You say these things, I just repeat you.
I didn't say it yet, though.
Oh, you didn't? I said it.
No, you said it.
Oh, I got stuff in my head then.
Usually I do say it, but, you know, I fuck up a lot.
So the movie of the week is, and Mike had to open the DVD. It's been sitting in his collection the whole time.
Well, I there's a story to that. I had the first one, and on a standalone, and I just never got around to buying the other ones, and then I finally bought them in like a box set or
Yeah,
whatever
package.
So I have all of them, and I was like, well, I really only watched the first one consistently.
Why
open it? Why open it? I don't just open them when I get them. I open them when I watch them.
So, Citizens on Patrol, Police Academy 4.
Citizens on Patrol.
And you have episode Police Academy 5 and 6, and that's on another DVD, correct?
Yes.
That's it's still unopened.
Yes, it's still unopened.
Okay.
That one's cool because it's got Police Academy 5, 6, 7, and the fourth movie is Loaded Weapon.
Okay. Is that that's the one with Samuel L. Jackson and
Emilio
Estevez?
Yeah.
It's a pretty funny movie,
Yeah.
actually. And Proctor's in that movie.
Of course he is. No wonder he's in the set.
Proctor from Police Academy, and he's in like all 7 movies. 8 movies.
No, he's in. Russia. I don't think he's in the first one.
Well, I don't
Proctor's
think
in
he
the
is.
first one.
Probably not.
These guys jump around. Trying to keep track of which main character is in which movie is really frustrating. What I can tell you though, it is the final Police Academy movie that has the appearance of Mahoney, Nogata, Copeland, Sweet Chuck, and Zed. Just in case anybody was curious.
If I shed a tear, I'm shedding tears.
Yeah, what would you do without... It does kind of suck that there's no more Sweet Chuck going forward.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can deal with no Mahoney, even though that's a bummer too. But Gutenberg went on to a fine, illustrious, fruitful career.
He went on?
He's doing things.
He's working.
He's
still working.
He's working.
He's in stuff I've never seen, so why make it if no one's seeing it?
He was in the fucking Big Green, man.
It's the last movie I remember him being in. The Big Green.
He was in Home for the Holidays.
Was that a Lifetime movie?
I think he was in that. Or It Takes Two.
He's like Judge Reinhold. Like, you don't know, he's just missing.
I know. At least Judge Reinhold did Seinfeld though.
He made the fucking Beverly Hills Cop movie 3, and then he went missing.
Yeah, well, most people went missing after Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Haven't seen him since.
But you never go missing after Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol, 1987. Great year for terrible movies, by the way.
I was in first grade.
Yeah.
And these movies are like cartoons, especially this one. And that's why I probably liked it so much as a kid.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely...
cartoony.
Yeah. It's very hokey. Lowbrow humor.
Even though I don't think I liked Hot to Trot as a kid. That was stupid.
There's no way you
later.
didn't
I was
like...
a little bit older, though.
comes out a year later after this.
I didn't see it till like probably a couple. It was on HBO at my friend's house.
Listen, there's a rabid Hot to Trot fan base out there that is gunning for your head, my friend.
Oh no! You mean a rabid Bobcat Goldthwait? I would imagine that.
Bobcat didn't even want to do that movie, man.
Put another zero on that, and I'll say yes. Right?
Yeah, that's probably what happened. I heard he wrote on the script, why would I do this? And his agent fucking put $ signs on it. That's why. And that's why you do these things.
All right.
And then I watched them over and over again. It was released on April 3rd, 1987. Has a rating of PG, a runtime of 1 hour and 28 minutes. I don't know what the budget was, but it grossed $28 million in the U.S.
I bet the budget was a few $1 million, 4 or 5 tops. It's
got to be more
cheaply
than that.
made.
They
made money.
$10 million. Maybe?
They made a 5 and a 6, so it definitely made money.
I definitely like the thing
It
about
opened at number 1, didn't you?
It opened at number 1. This thing made money. It was just fucking. You could just tell the quality is slipping as we're going further and further down the line on our way to Moscow.
Sharon Stone's in this piece of shit
She is
with terrible hair,
Terrible hair.
80s hair,
and terrible acting ability. She's awful in this movie. She phones it in, man. It's fucking terrible. The few scenes she's in the movie
she doesn't have many lines. But
I mean, if you're gonna do the movie, at least like sell yourself. Don't just fucking come in like I'm gonna go show my vagina in a couple years.
I like George Gaines. He's always great. He does a good job. Everyone loves him. I like Lassard. He's pretty funny. And David Spade.
Fucking love
He's
Lassard.
very young David Spade's in this.
Yeah.
SNL will be calling probably about 3 years later, something like that.
But David Spade doesn't have a whole lot to do in this movie. I know he's in the
Nah,
movie,
he's in it.
but they didn't feed him any comedy.
No, I mean he's a stand-up
Yeah.
comedian. That's about it.
Yeah.
Someone, his agent got him a job. It's about what they're going. He's like 20-something years old probably. And he looks young. He looks like
he looks like a skateboard kid.
He looks like he could actually skateboard.
Yeah,
There's a skateboarding montage and a couple scenes that you can tell that he's riding it. He looks like he kind of knows what he's doing. The other guy, not so much.
No, the other guy looks like he's totally ready to fall.
Just get me off this thing.
Yeah. All right, so movie opens up with Jones and Mahoney driving around the city. They are on their way to the academy to meet Lassard for a big meeting.
Oh yeah, the big meeting. Big meeting.
Everybody's there. Sweet Chuck's there.
Bubba Smith's there, or Hightower.
Callahan's there. They pull up and fucking another throwback to. This is why it's so cartoony. I mean, you're in for a cartoony movie when you're pulling into the parking lot and a golf ball hits you, and that's the joke.
And then he's chipping in his office, and they have to duck unisonly
because he's trying to putt, but he's using a fucking pitching wedge.
And that goes on a couple times. Man, this movie hurts. I don't even.
It is not that
It's
bad.
got a couple really good gags. I'll give him that. There's one of my favorite jokes is in the movie. It comes later, but it's tough watch after years of this.
It's not as good as I remembered it, but it's not that bad.
So Lassard's new plan is to have, in the plot of the movie, is going to be citizens on patrol, cop. So they're going to teach police tactics to regular people, send them out there to counter report. They don't get paid, and most of the people that are there are very old or elderly. There's a few of them I see in the crowd, and some kids. House is in the movie. big, large man that Bubba Smith, Hightower's character knows. He's got some funny one-liners. I just remember House in Police Academy 5. I think it's 5. I don't even know. They're on a plane, and he gets up, and the plane almost the plane tilts.
Yeah,
that's my memory of House.
So House has supplied you with 2 good jokes in the entire series.
He's got great facial features.
Yeah,
when he's reacting to something, a certain scene later.
Yeah, he's good. But yeah, so fucking Lassard has a program, and he has a message that he wants to release to the world. He wants fucking everybody to
communication with your police. Is the way to go.
He wants to eliminate fear.
This will help. Maybe the police need this nowadays. They need police academy.
I was thinking that.
I always thought that the most frustrating thing was that we couldn't be everywhere at once to solve every crime.
So the public ends up thinking of us as enemies.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could all be friends?
I had that in my mind. So,
of course, Lieutenant Harris hates the idea.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But
well, he's Captain Harris now.
Captain Harris, whatever his stupid name is. And then there's always someone more in charge comes and talks to him, and the governor's on it, and you better like it. And we all like this now, or big trouble for you.
Well, that's Commissioner Hurst.
Oh, that's the commissioner.
Yeah, he's in all the.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And so it's kind of a throwback to the first one because now we're gonna do the whole training sequences for new people.
Yeah, you're trying to reinvigorate the series. I get what they were trying to do. Like they wanted to. All right, we got to add people to this to keep fucking. We got to keep this train going.
Well, it's the fourth one, and hey, the people want Police Academy 4, so here you are.
Yeah, gotta make Police Academy 4.
And so here comes Zed.
Zed, your favorite actor,
who is the first time you see the scene is pretty funny because
I think this is funny. This scene is funny.
This scene is the best. Like
I actually think he's the best part of the movie.
Just the performance. Him and Sweet Chuck are in the movie. A lot. I think more than Mahoney actually, at least equal. They're in it a lot.
It should have been the Sweet Chuck and Zed.
They're not always very funny, but
I like their
scenes are pretty good. He did like Lassard has them going to talk to people telling people about the program.
Yeah, they send Zed.
So Zed goes to some college. It's like a poetry jam or something like that. Poetry slam.
Yeah.
And he does his little zany antics.
You're gonna have to leave. I'll call the police. I mean it.
Okay. I'm going. I'm out of here. Wait a minute. I am the police.
No, you're not.
That's me. I'm here to speak about COP.
I'm sorry. I didn't without the uniform.
Regular human clothes make people more comfortable. Hi, ladies. Let's do some poetry.
He's pretty funny. All right, I can tolerate him here.
He's fucking great in this movie. This is when what he shines at though. It's like these where he's not. This is where he's good.
No, or it's like in a situation where he's just
he's
very
awkward,
very awkward. Very I don't know. He's just out of sorts, and you put him in like a very prestigious college situation.
Yeah,
it's the conflict here.
You have to build around his talents. That's what you have to make him. They
wrote the joke well here. It's all right.
Where in Hot to Trot, I can see how it's like, all right, well, his character is unnecessary to the plot.
It could have been anybody.
Yeah,
he's not exactly doing.
You could have got Michael Keaton to do it.
Yeah. Well, he's not doing that.
Why not?
Because he just did Batman.
He built cars. He can do that. Not in Batman in '88 though.
Batman was '89.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he wasn't available. All right.
All right. Well, at least meet me halfway.
He was doing Beetlejuice. Oh wait, no, it didn't come out yet either.
What? Maybe. When is Beetlejuice?
I think it's like 90, 91.
I don't even remember. All right.
Just talk about his other movies. So
Tackleberry's got to have dinner with his in-laws.
Another running gag in the whole movie series is the family that is always, and you never see them again, and you never see the cop. Well, because he's married to his daughter, right?
Well, yeah, he's married to Colleen Camp's character,
and her brother is a cop too. And this is, if you remember Police Academy, the family that's always punching each other.
Yeah, because Tackleberry meets this family in part 2, marries her in part 2. The father in part 2, but the brother enrolls in the police academy in part 3.
Yeah. So now everyone's a
lot
cop.
of ins and outs here. And the father and son love to fist fight. And it's great because Tackleberry is like, finally he's met somebody that is way more fucked up than him. Like a family that's like,
I wonder now, with all the fighting, does he think he beats his wife?
Well, he slaps her ass pretty good.
He does.
They think it's
all good fun, though. Oh, yeah. Beating the shit out of your son.
Yeah, look at the look
on his
your
father.
Face. Oh,
punching your father.
More Zed and Sweet Chuck. They're passing out flyers.
It's like the contrast. You got the zany, crazy gang-looking guy, gang member, and then you got poor old Sweet Chuck from the flower shop, who's a police officer now.
He had the furniture store, the antique store. That's what he's got.
Yeah.
Fucking Hightower's.
Hightower had the
flowers.
Shop.
Yeah,
that's right.
See, when you start getting to part 4, you start forgetting.
I don't know who's who.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It's a movie that's based on with an ensemble cast, and you're just kind of going to see this because you want to see characters that you like.
That's why people, that's why they make sequels. They make the same shit.
Yeah.
People like watching the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and I'm guilty of it. When I was this age, when this came out, I thought everything had a sequel. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
You know what? As a kid, I thought everything would have a sequel. Yeah. I thought Goonies 2 was coming out.
I saw Caddyshack 2. I was like, when is Goonies 2 coming out? I know there's a video game. When's Goonies 2 coming out? The problem with being young in the 80s. Everything had a sequel, and everything has a sequel now, but now sequels are built upon, like, they're thought of ahead.
They're rebooting movies from the 80s too, and then calling them prequels.
And this will get sequels. A reboot.
At the day, are they going to reboot police?
Hell yeah, they're coming out with Police Academy.
Not. The way the world is with the police, I don't
bet
think
you
so.
anything, man.
No way. People hate the police.
They will make
people have always hated the police, but people fucking despise the police now.
In the next 20 years, there will be a Police Academy movie, and we will come back to do this podcast, and I'm going to be like...
There may be a tribute to Police Academy. It's not called Police Academy. There'll be some police movie. I mean, you get 21 Jump Street.
You know what we should have
They only took the name 21 Jump Street, though. You know, it's really could be anything. Could be called anything.
No, they just took the idea
of undercover cops in school.
And let me add another element, and let me get the people that watch 21 Jump Street to possibly come see this.
Yeah.
It's all about selling tickets.
So back to
David Spade's a skateboarder.
Yeah, we're him and Brian Backer from
Fast Times.
Fast Times. Yeah, he's the nerd who works at the movie theater.
Left his wallet.
So they're skateboarders. And God, they're at the mall. You know, of course, police and skateboarders do not mix.
No.
If you know anything. So chase scene, and this is a fabulous looking mall.
Oh, it's the best mall.
They got
best mall of all time.
Like the walls have like housing. Look like there's houses inside the mall.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
It's not a mall. It's a fucking indoor city.
It's like Disney World. Like it's an experience. Skateboarders be long gone by now.
Yeah, I did.
I don't
yes,
know, right?
Yes.
You went all the way back to the police station to tell you Captain Harris. Like, really?
Yeah, it's
take care of this asshole.
It's funny you say that because when I was watching this the other night, and I was like, I kept thinking of things like that. I was like, where did things? Because unfortunately, the way the movie's edited, things are a bit confusing.
The editing's bad.
Now, and let me ask you this question: why run all the way back to the police station?
I don't know.
Right?
It doesn't make any sense.
Don't you just radio it in?
Yeah, exactly. When he needs his now it's asshole cop is gone and it's just Proctor and Captain Harris, and I guess the other asshole cop somewhere else, and they're all gonna get these two skateboarders and they pull the old Marty McFly move and hang onto the bumper and ride behind the cop car.
Yeah,
which is cool when you're a kid. You don't want to do that.
By the way, asshole cop is Copeland. He's from the first movie.
Yes.
He's one of the racist guys from the first movie.
So, yeah. It's all points bulletin for the skateboarders. Yeah. You know, but we got to catch these guys.
How cool were fucking skateboards at the time?
It's 1987. They're fucking awesome.
Yes. Skateboards. You had yourself a nice little fucking pro board there with a fucking Nash written underneath it or something. A couple ninja stars.
So, they chase him to a school where Mahoney just happens to be doing a seminar on the COP program.
Telling people about it.
And they kind of crash the scene here. And you have a hilarious scene where Captain Harris is on the fence, he rips his pants, and he falls right on the fucking cement.
Another example of Captain Harris just getting his...
Yeah, he gets his a lot. He does.
Yeah.
He gets his come up.
But this is also Captain Harris's return to the series, because he wasn't in 2 or 3.
Oh. Yeah. He was only in 1?
He's only in 1.
Was he in 5 and 6?
4, 5, 6, and I think he's in 7, but I haven't seen 7. 7 has eluded me.
I've seen it on
you
TV.
Think this is bad till we see part 7.
I remember years ago flipping through the channels and Comedy Central. I see Police Academy's Cops in Moscow. It's not even called 7.
It's Mission to Moscow. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Exactly.
And I turn it on for about a few minutes, check it out, and I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
All right,
turn it the fuck off.
Tune in next week. Watch Mission to Moscow.
No.
Oh
no.
We will. All right, we'll give it a couple weeks.
Okay.
Give it a couple weeks.
So the skateboarders are caught, menaces to society they are. They're going to prosecute them or something.
Of course, Jones and Mahoney are friends with these fucking punks, and Harris and Proctor are just like, fuck. But it's also reuniting of Harris and Mahoney. They haven't seen each other in a while.
And so we've got a courtroom scene, and basically they suggest to put him in the COP program instead of some kind of sentence for skateboarding, whatever, community service. I don't know.
I don't understand what's so bad about the fucking skateboarding.
It's a menace.
I guess
Mike, you're ruining public property.
That man's a menace.
And people who own that property don't want skateboarders on it.
Are fine.
Then you got possible. They could be vandalism.
You know, I remember signs when we were kids.
Kids loitering is not a
no
good thing.
Skateboarding.
They were always up to no good.
No loitering.
I know I was up to no good most times.
No shirt.
I know Mike was up to no good throwing scarecrows in the road to scare motorists.
That didn't happen.
Fucking psycho. All right.
It's not true.
Plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. Well, what are you gonna do? We're just a couple of roughnecks.
Oh God.
So fucking Harris has vowed to the punks, the teenage skateboard punks, that he never wants to see them again. Do you think he's gonna see him again?
I think he's gonna.
I think so. Again. You got to set that joke up. Slam dunk.
So okay, now Tackleberry's talking about the program, and he goes to old folk.
He's going to pick up Mrs. Feldman.
Right. Mrs. Feldman's already been. She already knows about it.
Who I think is a quality character. Nice addition to the Police Academy
and
family.
I don't know her name offhand, but she's in various.
She's in 16 Candles.
Yes, okay.
She's Samantha's grandmother in 16 Candles. She's the one that picks up the phone and hangs up on the dude like, I would not want her fraternizing with a gentleman like you. Good day. And she hangs up the phone.
Okay. Like so they go to pick up Mrs. Feldman, who's basically like Tackleberry, but she's fucking old lady.
Yeah, it's basically an old lady version of Tackleberry.
She's all into guns and military stuff.
Trying to pack heat. Callahan's there for backup, and her breasts are being chased by men in wheelchairs.
Watch your back.
Yeah.
If Tackleberry mentions you're getting butt pinched.
Watch your back. I love her room though, man. She's fucking just camoed out everywhere. She's got like a cot for a bed.
So, we got the whole gang is assembled. All the
recreating
citizens on patrol, yes, who want to be in the program. And you got about 20, 30 people. It looks. Zed is carrying a fishbowl
for Commandant Lassard.
We
know that Commandant Lassard likes fishbowls. Fishes.
It's a scene you could probably miss, and then I remember in the Police Academy cartoon, someone always carrying the fishbowl.
Yeah.
That was a thing. Police Academy.
Police Academy had a cartoon, a live-action series, toys.
Lots of action figures, yep.
So these movies were huge. They were hits.
They were a big deal.
They were pop culture, man.
They fucking, I mean, hell, he had 7 fucking movies. Yeah. Like you said, a line of toys, a cartoon. Took them this long to make
it was a
cartoon.
big deal. Because these movies appeal to families and kids.
Yes.
You know, so I love how fucking Zed is trying to eat the fucking Commandant Lassard's goldfish.
Yes, you know, because that's what he would do.
That's what he would do. And fucking Sweet Chuck is getting berated by fucking bird shit.
Just getting shit on. I don't know how he wiped his
leg. That's like great though. Sweet Chuck's getting shit on.
He just wiped his leg on Michael Winslow's character, and he didn't do anything or notice. Like I would notice someone's leg just wiping, like scraping the back of my leg.
I would think so. I would think so. Oh, move it. Move it.
Who doesn't remember that?
It's the best, man. It's the little things, man. That's what makes these movies watchable, even when they suck. It's just, let me wait for fucking Captain Harris to say that. Or fucking Zed to be like, he's gonna be like, you know.
You do the impressions now. My impressions are terrible.
Why not? I like you. You're winning a poll. What the fuck are you talking about, man? We're gonna read the results of the poll. It still doesn't end until tomorrow. I kind of fucked up the dating on that, but don't worry, we'll get to it. Dietz is winning the poll.
I'm winning the poll, damn it. I got the best Tony Danza this side of the Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. You got the best Tony's Danza this side of Flatbush Avenue. So fucking these movies are very formulaic. There's a formula to these movies. You know that Captain Harris is going to have many, many, many pranks played against him. And of course, he doesn't get along with Mahoney. He doesn't get along with anybody. And every time he fucking shits on somebody,
he gets it right back.
Right back. So
he gets instant karma almost.
Every single fucking time. It's great. He's the Archie Bunker of the police academy.
Okay.
Not nearly as funny.
Kinda.
It's a stretch.
It is a stretch.
Then again, this plot's a stretch.
Well, Captain Harris was on MASH.
Yes, he was.
I remember on MASH.
He was in Mannequin, too.
He was a dick in MASH. How have we not done Mannequin?
Because you don't like Mannequin.
I hate Mannequin.
And I don't want to sit here with you when you're angry about it.
I haven't even seen the whole movie. I just hate it.
You know what? I think I'm going to bring it over here, and you're going to love it. That's going to be the best part.
I'm going to like this fucking movie. That's what I'm afraid of. I just saw Mannequin and thought the idea was so fucking dumb.
Obviously, it's stupid.
And then saw parts and this is stupid. And you got the really gay black character and ugh.
This is why I really like 80s movies, because only in the 80s are the movies even plausible and bought as ideas. Somebody was like, "Fuck, I'll make that,"
They made everything and anything.
I know.
You could pitch any fucking idea.
That's what's
80s,
so
they fucking made it
great about it. It's like, I know these movies suck, but it's like, fucking Christ, this is awesome that they made a talking horse movie. A duck from outer space is about to fuck the chick from Back to the Future.
Yeah, what?
Awesome.
Huh? What's going on here? So,
anyway, back to the academy.
So, okay, they're going through gun training, gun safety, and all that, good stuff.
And who's teaching it? Tackleberry. Of course, Tackleberry is teaching.
His giant hand cannon. Mrs. Feldman wants to shoot Tackleberry's gun, and we get a hilarious. She gets, she shoots it and gets fired back about 10 feet.
Well, she's about 30 pounds.
She's an old lady.
Yeah. But she fucking loves firing that pistol. Hand cannon.
Much fun. And then we got the swim safety and, learn CPR kind of deal.
What I like about this scene is that it is a PG movie.
It is a PG movie.
It's a PG movie.
1987.
And Callahan here.
I think you can get away with boobs in PG. Maybe one scene. I don't know. I think they have regulations.
In the 80s, I believe you. Yes. But now, would you show fucking nipple in a
it's
PG
not
movie?
bare. It's a very wet t-shirt. You can pretty much see everything.
Would you watch this with your mother? Is what I'm asking you over here.
We would turn the channel.
I would. Yeah, I would know what's coming and be like, fuck.
It's not. Yeah, it's a little. Yeah,
right?
Always awkward.
Yeah.
You watch a movie with your parents and there's a nude scene.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I know what's coming.
I don't want to say that. I'm gonna get cookies.
Yeah.
What is he doing in the bathroom?
Gee, he's been in there for a while. And have you noticed we've been going through an excessive lotion lately?
You think back to those days, and I just think your parents just they didn't say anything. Like he's taking 40-minute showers or anything. And it's just like, we'll just keep quiet about it.
I like that.
It's embarrassing now.
Oh, I like that episode of Roseanne.
Yeah.
When the whole family knows.
Yeah.
And fucking, is it Darlene? She's like, he's either really, really good at it or he's really, really bad at it.
No, that's the classic episode.
Oh,
but yeah, just being a teenage boy and oh Lord, I couldn't imagine. If I have kids or at any point, it's just like, well, you better start knocking on his door. Don't barge in or anything.
Oh God. So fucking anyway, so Callahan jumps in the pool fucking to get saved, and she's wearing a white t-shirt with no bra, and when she pops up to get saved, she's like, who's gonna save me? And it's
every man on campus fucking runs in,
and you see her nippy nappies and sweaty Betty's full display.
Yep.
So
Zed got a tongue lashing from Sergeant Captain Harris. So here comes the prank. These movies are full of pranks. So he switches out his right guard deodorant with mace. That looks exactly the same, and he's not very happy about that. It's very uncomfortable.
No, but dude, you do get a lot of Zed in this movie. You get a lot of Zed. So the next scene, Zed is teaching the class how to properly eat a donut, and in comes Captain Harris in essentially
weird,
a brace.
This crazy contraption that just holds his arms up so he can't put his arms down.
No.
I would imagine like some old thing if you broke your arm and you had to keep your arm in a certain way. I don't even know if it's real.
No,
but it's a funny looking contraption.
No, at this point we are sticking to the formula. We play a hoax.
Yes. Sergeant Harris is mean to someone, does something.
Every character's trait has to be exploited. Callahan's got the big tits. Let's show her tits off, her sexuality, the whole movie.
Someone else pulls a prank. Some other asshole cop pulls a prank or does something bad to someone else. Prank back to them.
Yeah.
Going back and forth. Like ping pong.
You know Jones is going to do sound effects.
It's like poetry. It should all rhyme.
Exactly. It's a well-oiled machine by this point, except for the jokes are stopped working quite the same.
Some of them are still stale.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets cartoony.
Yeah, you know that fucking Hooks is going to be this voice. You know Hightower is going to be this strong character. You just know what's going to happen.
Intimidating character.
And that's why you're going to see the movie, because you're like, if they didn't do these things, you'd be pissed.
You would be pissed. It's right. Yeah. But
it's like the time
and this might be the worst part of the movie. I get to see Mrs. Feldman's legs.
Yeah.
And she's in short shorts. And it's just like, ugh.
Dude.
Elderly person with no clothing, with less clothing on. No. Go away.
What's funny is if you went to the movies and they didn't do these things...
No, you'd be upset.
It's like...
Where the hell? Michael Winslow talked perfectly normal the whole movie.
Yeah. Sweet Chuck fucking beat somebody up.
Yeah.
Zed talked perfectly fine.
Yo,
fucking,
God. You imagine?
You know? It just reminds... It's like that... I saw Radiohead one time, and they didn't play Creep. And even though it was a pretty good show, I was looking at him like, what the fuck, man?
Listen, man, that's the thing about these bands. You got to play. They always, we got our new album. No, you play fucking the song everyone here came to hear you. Even though you heard it 1,000 times.
Not some shit I never heard before. I saw fucking Billy Joel, and Billy Joel plays his greatest hits.
That's what people came for.
But then he does this.
That's what they came for.
He goes, hey, I'm going to play a song off this album, you know, and he plays it. And I was just like, man, I don't know that song.
I don't like it.
You know?
Not today. I don't like it.
No, I'm going to have to go home and listen to that a couple times. After I listen to it and come back, play it. Go ahead. I know the words.
You can slip your new stuff in there, but you got to play your essentials.
Yeah. I saw fucking Bob Dylan in 2003, and his CD had just come out. He didn't play fucking Rolling Stone to the last goddamn song, and I had already left.
How'd you know he played it?
I heard about it.
Okay.
So anyway, back to the Academy.
So they're having like a party outside with the community, and they're filling balloons up and stuff.
Yeah, they're demonstrations. Doing demonstrations.
And there's a scene with Captain Harris and Hooks, and he's demonstrating how to put an oxygen mask on.
Why you need to know that?
I think everyone knows how to put an oxygen mask on.
I think everybody can figure it out, but who's got an oxygen tank on them?
But they all have oxygen tank.
Handy. And
a helium tank. And EMTs are there and all that stuff. So, hilarious. Captain Harris has got helium voice.
We have to involve Hook. Hooks is barely in the fucking movie. We needed to give her a scene. That's her only main scene.
That's her only scene that she's like essential.
No. But this next scene is one I actually like. I like so House, David Spade, and Fast Times, the Ridgemont High guy are hanging out on a fucking tree, and they're just sunglasses on, too cool for school.
Yeah, everyone else is working out.
And then fucking Zed and Sweet Chuck come up and just hit them with the business.
So, you gentlemen think you're on a vacation? You're no better than anyone else, so let's go. Let's get to work.
Come on, dudes. Chill out.
You dudes are setting a bad example.
Can't hear you, bro. Can't you see I'm getting my beauty sleep?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You sure told them.
Did you ever think about, like, maybe getting some contact lenses or something like, you know? You look good, you know.
And there's this... Okay, now, one of the greatest gags of the whole series, and they do a shitty job. They kind of just slip it in just to put it in the movie.
Yeah.
And
it's also the last time it appears.
It's the Blue Oyster.
The Blue Oyster bar.
Okay. Yeah, now, for some reason, they're just looking for a restaurant. It's Procter and Harris.
Well, they didn't set the joke up.
They didn't set it up.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh.
What are you looking at, you peckerhead?
Nice uniform. Makes me wish I'd worn my sailor outfit.
I'm getting out of here. Move it, move it, move it.
I don't think cutting in's allowed, sir.
Nice collar.
Well, I heard it's got a good salad bar, and they're in a back alley, like it usually is, and they're in there, and then that joke goes. And then that's it.
But
what the hell is
I know.
that?
It does. It seems out of place, and
they really just put it in there to put it in there.
From what I found on IMDb was that it was a scene that was written for the third movie that wasn't used, and they just used it.
But they never set it up.
No, they don't.
Why is Mahoney giving them directions to a restaurant?
It's another example of like, hey, we need to show people what they want to see.
Yes,
that's
okay.
what they did.
But this is a really poor.
Did they do a bad job of it? Absolutely.
They wrote a terrible joke.
No,
they ruined the gag. It's like the hallmark of the movie.
This is what I said.
They ruined it for the movie. You know,
title alone tells you what you want to hear. Police Academy 4. 4.
Mike, this was an institution in my home, all right? And they ruined my rental that day.
Hey, listen, I like this movie.
No, I did too. I used to like it.
I like it to this day.
I'm sure I liked it when I was a child.
I'm starting to think that the worse the movie is, the more I'm starting to like them. I don't know what's going on with me.
I've noticed that too.
I don't know what.
Some movies I really like. I recently saw Samurai Cop for the first time, and it might be the best movie I ever saw.
Right? It's good, right?
It's so entertaining.
Oh my god.
It's very, very entertaining.
Samurai Cop. Please find a copy of Samurai Cop and do yourself
if you have not seen it,
and
you
watch
have to fucking watch it.
Holy shit.
If you are a movie enthusiast,
you got to see Samurai Cop.
You have to see it.
Samurai Cop and Miami Connection. Go out and see these fucking movies.
And okay.
Fuck Troll 2 has nothing on Samurai Cop.
No. Oh, fuck Troll 2. Troll 2 is boring.
It's got 2 good parts.
So there's 2 really good pranks scenes in the movie, and we're going on one of them right now. And there's community reach, and they're playing basketball with the kids in the street, all the cops, and then Proctor's a dick, and this is goofing off. You guys need to be working, blah blah blah. And he goes, so he leaves and he goes to a porta potty. There's construction going on across the way, and he goes in the porta potty, and they come up with the bright idea of getting the crane, picking the porta potty up and dropping him off at a sporting event. He's at a football game, and then they pull the walls up from the porta potty up. So then he's in a stadium with 50,000 people taking
National anthem,
taking a shit
with his pants down.
National anthem plays, and of course he gets up and salutes.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good scene.
That's probably the best prank they ever played on Proctor. I love that one.
Yeah,
that's a really good one.
It's a really good one.
Police Academy 4.
Like I said, it's got its moments, but it's mostly
I think the quality has started to decline. That's what I think.
Oh, just now?
I think
I can't. This is the thing. I can't remember like main plot points in 3 and in 2.
I just think that the first one was a quality movie, and the second one was more of the same, and the third one's pretty decent.
It's hijinks. It's
Yeah.
I like it's the pranks are usually pretty good in the movie.
You need to go into this just knowing that like
you got to come in having fun with the movie.
Yeah.
I know I'm killing it here, but it's kind of when you're on the 4th movie and you're kind of just doing the same things over and over and over and over again.
It's hard to keep it
fresh,
really fresh, But that's not what we need here at the Video Rangers podcast.
Well, no, listen,
we're not watching fucking Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Is that what it's called?
It is.
It's too good a movie for me to remember
that's
the
what
name.
It's called. It's got a hit song on it too.
All right. We're not watching Fried Green Tomatoes. That's supposed to be good, right? I don't know.
I don't remember. You're making me hungry.
Next week, Ghost.
Next week, Ghoulies.
2.
Next week, Ghoulies. Ghoulies go to college.
How many fucking... It's Ghoulies 3, right?
That's like the best title ever for a movie ever made. Ghoulies go to college. What the fuck is that? Ghoulies go to college.
Well, Leprechaun went to space. That's why you know Freddy Krueger's a quality character. He never went to space.
Freddy Krueger's day camp, like what the...
Imagine. Freddy Krueger goes to Alaska and has a field day.
It's just like, who comes up with this nonsense? Yeah. Who's going to college?
People like me.
But it's like, when I see stuff like that, it's like, I can write pieces of shit. I mean, I can come up with jokes, maybe not good, but I can come up with stuff. I guess not good enough to fucking be made.
I tell you what, you can make Samurai Cop.
Yeah, I can make something.
You can make Samurai Cop
close to that.
All right, so let's
move
on to
the next.
I think we both agree this is best part of the movie.
One of the funniest parts in all of movies.
In any movie. In any movie.
I think we mentioned this last episode.
Yeah. That's
somehow.
why we ended up doing it. What a quinky dink.
Oh. And so there's three recruits, House, David Spade, and the other guy.
Fast Times.
Yeah. And Michael Winslow's character overhears them like, oh, we're ready for this. We could take on the world and
we're already
grab the
kings
world
of the
by
campus.
bootstraps, and we're young. We can do anything we want. So big prank. So hey, wakes him up like 3 a.m. or something. We need your help. We got to go somewhere. We got to catch these 2 felons.
You guys said you were ready.
Yeah.
You're ready.
So they go back in the paddy wagon. Mahoney and Jones, they go up, like they're going to go catch them. And, Jones does the voices. And, we got him.
Big shootout.
We got,
yeah. And now comes Badula.
The Voodoo King.
Badula. And his dead brother, because they just killed him.
He's got his dead brother in a body bag, and he just slams it down on the fucking, on a car.
And he's
the roof of a car.
He's in this big, rag dress thing, and he's got the dreadlocks.
Huge dreadlocks, big blue blockers.
Voodoo master kind of dude, man.
I gotta say, Bubba Smith does a really good job with the voice, and he does a maniacal laugh, which is really funny.
No, he's good, man. And they get of course they put him in the paddy wagon with Badula, his dead brother, David Spade, House,
and 3 guys,
Fast Times,
3 recruits,
and Badula starts talking to him. And he's like, yumma 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 yumma.
Yeah, he's just going.
Yumma 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 yumma. And even Michael Winslow's character Jones is like, don't pay attention to his voodoo mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, I like that mumbo jumbo.
And fucking so
he's doing that, and he's
House is like not blinking, staring at him. Like, holy shit, this motherfucker's serious.
Like, he's like stone cold, like, what the hell's going on, man? Like, his best acting ever, House.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't say a word.
Oh, his facial expressions are great.
Oh, he's got the best line, though. He says, they thought they could kill Badula's brother.
I never thought that.
Hey, don't let his voodoo mumbo jumbo scare you.
Yumma, yumma, yumma. Yumma, 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 yumma. Fools think they can kill the brother of Badula.
I never thought that.
I hope people like this scene as much as we do, because then we just sound like dorks.
I don't fucking
but it's
care.
Funny. I don't know. I really think this scene is so fucking funny.
I know nobody likes this shit. I don't give a fuck.
I really like this scene.
I own over 1,000 DVDs, dude. Over 1,000, and they're this quality.
So Badula breaks out of his handcuffs, and then he's sprinkling dust on the body to bring it back. And a chainsaw crawls up, and it cuts through the body bag.
And the house is like, oh, let me out.
And David Spade and they try to get out, but the door won't open. And then fucking House flips out when this happens. And let me out of here. Barrels through the fucking door, and then fucking I don't know. This is good stuff.
Oh, that's a good one.
This and the last scene we talked about are the best parts.
Yeah,
and that's it. You can just stop. You can just honestly go to YouTube and watch these. Yeah, and then that's it. You don't have to watch the whole movie. That's my best advice.
No, go out and buy it so they don't fucking sue us for using the clips. You know?
Yeah, so let's promote the movie.
You can get this set cheap though, man.
I'm sure it was.
This is $5.
Yeah, you get $5 for 4 movies.
Yeah, and you get part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yumma 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 yumma.
Mike's not done with that one.
I'll never be done with that one. Wait till next week. Yumma yumma.
All right, fast forward from that scene. There's a big party going on, and Captain Harris wants to know why he wasn't told.
Because he would ruin it.
There's a big, so the whole community's there, and there's food, and they're at the pool. To celebrate the COP program. Everyone jump in the pool. It looks really cold out.
And all the kids from it looks freezing.
It looks cold. I don't know why. It doesn't look like summer.
You got girls in bathing suits. Like I was telling Chris earlier, I've had this fascination with 80s movies in the past decade or two, where I focus on the crotch area of these bathing suits, and I try to see how much lift the girls are getting.
You're fucking creep.
Am I really? Am I that bad?
Just you describing that, you sound like a creep.
Oh, fuck.
Sometimes just keep things to yourself.
All right, fine.
Check out 80s Bush, if you can see it or not.
Because I know it's there.
And I thought I was the worst one on the show.
All right, on to more shenanigans and terrible hair from Sharon Stone, by the way.
Yes, this is where she has her awful hair. Looks like a fucking nest. So he's yelling at him. He's always got his fucking bullhorns.
Move it, move it.
They put super glue on it, and it's really just a toothpaste tube that the prop department made up. Because you never get that much super glue.
No,
it's always in a little tiny little.
No, a little crazy glue. Yeah. Charge you $8.99.
So they'd be in real trouble if this really happened because he had to go to surgery. There's a whole to do to get this thing removed.
Well, how'd they get Mauser's fucking
his
hair off his?
Yeah,
I love when they play that joke on Mauser, and he's like he goes into when they detach his hands from the hair, and he goes into Commandant Lassard's brother's office, and he's like, "What am I supposed to do about this?" And he shows him the hands, and he's like, "Say it's a hygiene problem." All right. Anyway, so Zed falls in love.
So more Zed, and they do the whole
music playing,
like from Perfect 10, where they run each other at the beach. They run towards each other.
Perfect 10.
That's what they're recreating here.
Oh, fuck that movie.
And the girl's cute, and Bobcat isn't.
But she's famous. She's in other movies.
She's in other stuff. Yeah. She got 80s hair.
She
has good 80s.
Zapped, right?
She has good 80s hair. She's briefly in it.
And vice versa.
Yeah, she's briefly in a lot of things, it seems.
But most notably, I guess this movie would be...
Well, she has speaking parts, so...
Yeah, the height of her career. This and vice versa, I would say, is like...
I feel like
pinnacle.
Bobcat actually married her in real life. But I'm just making stuff up now, so...
I'd like to see what Bobcat would do face-to-face with a vagina.
As a character or as the person
the
Bobcat? Oh.
Bobcat
he'd probably yell at it.
Face-to-face with a vagina.
He'd probably yell at it and then make noises and oh, you don't smell very good.
Yeah. Like he's looking for the clitoris. He's like, you're not very, very hard to find.
It's become the Bobcat show instead of the Video Rangers podcast.
Well, that's okay. A couple weeks ago, it was the fucking Vanity show.
Yeah. Oh wow. How many Vanity movies? We still have.
We got a couple more to go.
So meanwhile, and this really happened. This is meanwhile in London. Lassard is I'll do my super friends. Meanwhile,
back at the ranch.
Lassard's in London, and they're having a police
sit down with the
contingency with all the of different
police
countries.
People from different countries. Yeah.
It's dumb. It's just it's there for the plot. Because we're all invited to America to look at his COP program, which everyone loves.
But Nagata comes back from the third movie.
Yeah, I guess he's a police officer in Japan now.
Yeah, he's liaison. He trained in America. Back to Japan.
Yes, I guess so.
Movie jumped the shark about 2 films ago. All right, so now while this is going on,
the Citizens of Patrol have graduated. They didn't show a graduation, but it seems like they're
on the streets.
They're the programs they're finished training, I guess.
So Mrs. Feldman happens to be walking by what looks to be a stolen goods warehouse.
Something. It looks There's people walking out with TVs. Something doesn't look right.
Hula hoops,
Apple
computers.
Yeah, those hot Apple computers.
Yeah,
VCRs.
So it's Mrs. Feldman, the lawyer from the beginning of the movie, who I didn't even recognize. The whole movie, I didn't realize he was around.
They just threw him in there. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And he's in the same outfit the whole movie.
Exactly. And Zed's girlfriend.
It's been weeks. He's in the same clothes.
Yeah. So they're gonna take down the fucking the syndicate, stolen goods syndicate,
I guess,
by themselves. And Mrs. Feldman fucking, she blows her whistle, she fucking tackles a guy, and he ends up being an undercover cop.
They're gonna bust the whole thing.
So
I like how the undercover cop has his badge on him. Like, what if they searched you and thought you were a cop?
Exactly.
You kind of don't carry those
I don't
things.
think Donnie Brasco was walking around with identification.
Donnie Brasco. he had his listening device in his boots. I ain't taking my fucking boots off. Fuck this motherfucker.
Even if he had a fucking badge, his partner would have been like, "Hey, that's a Fugazi badge." You got
Fugazi. I like that word. It's a very New York word.
Oh yeah, it is.
Fugazi.
What are you doing over there with that Fugazi beer you got in your glass?
So the guys from the contingency and all the police people, whatever, they come back from England,
and the program's been suspended.
It's been suspended,
which
according to Captain Harris.
The thing is,
because they just wrecked this whole operation.
You want to say that Captain Harris is a dick because he thought this plan was never going to work, but what happened is exactly what he feared was going to happen.
You really shouldn't have people.
No, you
being
can't.
So proactive on crime.
Neighborhood watches are like, all right, look out your window, call the police. Don't engage criminals.
Proctor talks to Harris. He says, well, something about there's a ninja gang, which I found very interesting.
That was funny.
It was funny.
That was his favorite gang.
His favorite gang was a ninja gang.
Yeah.
So he goes down to the prison holding cells, and the ninjas are in there, and everyone in the whole place is playing Simon Says.
I don't see a whole lot of ninjas. Oh, yeah.
No, they're all on the other side.
There, yeah.
And it's kind of funny that there'd be all these prisoners, and they come up with this whole plan. They're going to play Simon Says
on Proctor.
So, I mean, there's prisoners on one side, there's prisoners on the other side. So, Simon Says go 5 steps back. Simon Says go 5 steps forward. And he runs into the other thing, and, the prisoners grab him and grab his gun. And the whole place escapes. And then Sergeant Harris and the whole... I'm just describing this fucking ridiculous.
Don't you feel like an asshole?
Yes, a little bit.
All right, so
I can't wait till Chris describes Police Academy 4 to me. It's like, yes! He's so good at it.
Once you got to the point where you were like, all right, so there's a gang of ninjas. It's like fucking credibility.
I want to spit beer over my computer.
Thrown out the window. Oh, God. All right, so the prisoners escape, and obviously...
Your turn, you go.
All right, fine. The prisoners escape, and all the cops end up in the cell. And so... But Mrs. Feldman...
I gotta learn how to summarize it better,
All right, we'll work on it. Don't worry about it. We're only 29...
We don't have to do every detail.
No, we don't, but fucking... We don't plan... This show's not scripted whatsoever.
If you haven't noticed,
we're just winging it. All right, kind of like what they did in this movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Uniforms, camera, go.
Yeah, we got all the stuff that looks like it's in movies.
Yeah,
everyone's got a uniform on.
Lassard's here. Let's go.
Mahoney's here.
All right,
we got boobies.
So a lot starts happening now. Now we've got Mrs. Feldman walks by. She sees the prisoners escape. She calls in for backup. We're going from character to character, and we're rounding up the old gang, just like in Mighty Ducks Part 2.
Okay.
And so Feldman's going with Tackleberry. Feldman's going with Tackleberry. Nagata was hooking up with Callahan, just like in Part 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Chuck, everybody. We're all on our way. Fucking Zed was chilling with his girlfriend. Playing our great rock song. Tackleberry fucking pulls up to a bank robbery with Mrs. Feldman, comes running fucking in
like an idiot,
and he gets held up himself.
Yeah,
and Mrs. Feldman comes crashing through the window with her motorcycle
and breaks it up, and that's over. So then we go fight the ninja gang on their pirate ship.
Yeah, Callahan and Jones are gonna fucking Callahan and Nagata.
Yes,
are gonna go fight the ninjas.
Jones shows up
on the pirate ship.
If you've watched Police Academy, Nagata obviously he's Asian descent, so he obviously knows martial arts. The previous ones, Jones knows martial arts too.
Yeah,
if you've seen the other ones,
but he knows like kung fu movie.
Because he gets to do the voice. He gets to do the old kung fu joke.
Yeah,
that's really why he's doing kung fu or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Gotta catch all the prison breakies.
Ninja fight on a pirate ship.
Yeah, they're about to get shanghaied.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see what appears to be a pirate ship.
Oh, Lord.
You've been waiting to do
it all week, haven't you?
Ninja fight on pirate ship. Police Academy 4, ladies and gentlemen.
with Michael Jones sound effects.
featured on the Video Rangers podcast.
Whoa, he did a flip. No one can do a flip.
No.
I've never seen a flip in a movie.
Never seen a flip. The quality of the movie on the last piece of it starts to look like the quality of an episode of Ghost Rider. Yeah. Ghost Rider. You know? We need to save money. Bring in the crew from Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
You know?
So, okay, the four of the escapees stole a cop car and they drove to the air show.
Now
the
we're
big
taken
old
to the
scene
skies.
goes.
Every movie's got to get bigger. By land, by sea, by air.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's the tagline for this fucking movie.
These criminals can fly planes.
Yeah.
And then 2 of them fly a plane, 2 of them get in a hot air balloon.
Oh,
sure,
God.
why not?
The tagline for this movie is take off with the original cast and some new civilian recruits as they take to the streets and to the skies to fight crime. Oh. In a world where police academies exist.
You see what they did there? Like, hey, there might be a plane in this movie. Why don't you check it out? And ninjas.
Mahoney in the air?
So,
Sweet Chuck in a plane?
If we forgot, the reporter's been following Mahoney around. She can fly a plane.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And this is where Sharon Stone's acting technique really begins to take shape. She is dog shit in this movie. Worst fucking actress ever. Ever in this. I've never seen something so fucking horrible from a A-list star. That's fucking
She's
terrible.
not A-list yet. She didn't become A-list till Basic Instinct, probably.
All right, Total Recall.
Well, somewhat.
She starts to gain a little...
She's gaining momentum.
You know, but
she's in The Specialist with Stallone.
Just because you're not...
Sex scene in the shower.
But your acting ability should somewhat be there, right?
She's always hit or miss. I don't know. I never really liked Sharon Stone anyway.
No, I'm not saying she's great. She's good in Casino, I guess. But fucking, you don't like the character in Casino.
Oh, you hate her.
Yeah, but she sells it.
You hate her. No, she does a good job. You fucking hate her, and you're supposed to.
Oh, I hate her. I hate her.
You hate her
every
guts.
minute of Casino. All right, anyway, so she sucks.
She sucks. Mike pointed at the movie when he said it.
So anyway, we're in hot air balloons now.
So, yeah, Proctor...
We've taken to the skies.
Proctor shoots the hot air balloon with a shotgun because he's stupid. Then they're in the river. So, House, David Spade, and Fast Times guy save him in the river. Yeah, House walks into the water, throws a rope, saves him before the... Oh, wait.
There's a gigantic waterfall.
Giant waterfall. Like,
but I
guess they're in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. But I love how fucking House, David Spade, and Fast Times guy are being driven in the ambulance by
the lawyer. There's obviously a deleted scene here.
There's gotta be.
No
there's
explanation of why they're in this ambulance and everyone's going after the escapee prisoners. Why?
Yeah. Listen, man, this movie's an hour and 28 minutes. I'm
I don't
sure
need
they whittled this down.
Yes, I don't need extra information.
All right,
I'm fine with this. They're in an ambulance. I'm okay with it.
Nielsen studies have shown that if a movie is terrible, they're going to walk out at the hour and 29th minute.
You know what movie?
Make this an hour and 27.
You know what movie we might have to do is the movie I hate the most and I saw in theaters.
What?
This is Loser.
It's a 90s movie, man.
Well, no, we can do 90s movies.
That's late 90s, though.
Yeah, but it's awful.
You know what? I'll watch it just to see you squirm. And you want to know what? I own a copy on VHS.
I hate it. I hate it.
I admit that's not a good one.
It's so bad.
That's not a good one.
And also, so we got to see the one.
Loser.
You got to see the wet T-shirt scene in the pool with the hot Callahan.
Yeah.
So House is in the water now, and you see his big mushy boobs.
His skin folds.
They look like fins on like an animal.
You know he had to put deodorant under those every day.
Oh Lord.
I would have liked to see House like parachute out of something in this movie and hit the ground and like the wave killed the criminals or stopped them. Why'd they do that joke? Why wasn't I on the set of fucking Police Academy 4?
Because you were like 6.
It's 5. 87. When did it come out? April? Yeah, it was 5.
Get this kid here. We need this kid, Mike Spanakos.
Yeah.
He knows stuff.
There's this Greek kid in the corner eating a baklava.
He knows stuff.
He says he's got a great joke for House. He also thinks that Bobcat should get his own movie with a talking horse. Make that next year.
Well, I imagine they made moves, Bobcat and his agent, because he has a large role in this. He gets a movie coming, a starring role in a movie.
Yeah.
And this was his big breakout, which is not a big breakout at all. But this is where,
But I do get why they gave him a movie. I get it. It just
had some appeal.
Work. It didn't work.
He can't hold a whole movie.
I think it's a combination of things. Okay. I don't think he can hold the whole movie, and I think that the material was pretty shitty.
And he just box office poison.
Probably. I don't see anybody running to the theater to see Bobcat.
He's Carrot Top. He might as well just be Carrot Top.
He's not that bad.
Box office. We're gonna do what is it?
Chairman of the board.
I'll
do it just because Norm Macdonald made it funny.
Yes, we're going to play that.
That's a bad movie.
You have to play that clip.
Oh, play the clip?
Do that.
Yeah. Does he spell bored B-O-R-E-D?
Oh, that's great.
Norm Macdonald, underrated.
That's great.
Love that guy. Anyway, so Police Academy 4. All right, so we get some elaborate stunts on the. By the way, hot air balloon to escape.
Not your best vehicle.
If you're gonna escape, hot air balloon.
I don't know what they should. You think that the air show would be more populated and they could just mix in the crowd and disappear? But there's like no one at this fucking air show.
No, it's just fucking. It's just like, all right, wrap it up. We got a couple minutes left of this thing. We're running out of tape.
Running out of tape.
Just fucking end it already.
Let's get this thing over.
We're making a fifth one. Don't worry.
I'll see you next year.
All right. I bet you that's what they say at the rap party. So I'll see you next year, part 5. I hear we're going to Miami. Another guy's like, I heard a rumor we're going to Moscow.
Didn't you say they were trying to make a Moscow movie?
From what I read, part 6 was
they wanted to do the Moscow movie.
Yeah, and they did not. They weren't able to get the rights to film there. Apparently,
I don't know why you need
that.
I don't believe that the 7th one was actually in Russia, was it?
Apparently, they did it that way.
They actually filmed it in Russia.
But what I don't understand is
point?
Like the movie with John Travolta where he's in Russia. The Experts. Did they actually film that in Russia? I don't know. Would I care if they did or not? No, I don't need to. That doesn't look like Moscow to me.
Or you got the Kremlin there. It's the only thing that tells you it's Russia. There's nothing else that really tells you. There's lots of city scenes, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You see,
but I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't be upset. They didn't film it in Russia.
Most things aren't filmed where they think they. I mean, Jason Takes Manhattan. There might be a scene in Times Square.
There's seriously like at the most
that's like less than 30 seconds.
It's about 7 minutes of actual. I don't even know if it's that much.
I don't think it's that much at all.
We can get into that another time if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to do Jason Takes Manhattan at some point, because I got a lot to say about that. But so yeah, this is Mahoney's final movie. You even get a kind of a farewell to him at the end. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but he rides off in the hot air balloon with Sharon Stone.
Oh.
And everybody's waving to him. You know, he just seems to be on his way. He did not return. But I hear he's a big supporter of a reboot or a sequel. Like he would like to.
Yeah, he likes working.
Yeah, obviously.
I've looked at his IMDb, and I don't know any of these movies or TV shows. He's just in stuff that I guess doesn't play for anybody to watch because I've never seen him. There's no commercials or promotions for these things.
No, he's not.
Who's watching this stuff? Are these like Lifetime movies?
Probably.
I'd imagine he's the Lifetime king.
Steve Gutenberg.
I feel bad for Steve Gutenberg.
They wanted to do Cocoon 3, but everybody died.
Dude, a lot of these guys are dead. Is Bubba Smith still alive?
I think he died.
I think that was recent, though.
But Bubba Smith was great, though, man. He was on.
No, he was
Married with Children.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I always liked Bubba Smith. He
didn't like fucking Bubba Smith. I mean, you go back to you went and saw part 1 through 7 strictly because you wanted to see these characters again, and that's what happened.
This was in theaters.
It's not that bad. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I'm just saying.
This is why the 80s is great, though. 80s is like what made sequels. And this is what the start of when people started really hating Hollywood because they were making so many sequels and unoriginal movies.
But
obviously, here we go, 20 years later, 30 years later, and we're still doing the same shit.
The 80s was willing to. They started the franchise. Obviously, you have Bond movies. And you have, you know what I mean? But
that's a little different.
But we're like, everything's a franchise in the 80s. Mostly horror movies, I guess.
They're cashing in on
But
it's just quick cash and stuff.
But what I like about the 80s is that they are at least the era that takes a chance on things.
No, these
they took shots.
They made anything. They
Howard
made
the Duck,
stuff. They
Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah,
Hot to Trot.
If you've noticed, TV is kicking movies' asses now. There's way better TV shows now than there ever was before.
Yeah,
like Breaking Bad and
Walking Dead,
Stranger Things. There's just more interesting shows. Like Walking Dead's a bad example.
You think?
I like it, but it's not great.
Well, we're thinking on the top of our heads here.
I
We
know.
don't have a fucking list like other podcasts. We're just fucking fuck it.
But they make cookie cutter movies, and then the few Tom Hanks and Leo make the movie they want to make. But it's mostly cookie cutter crap and sequels. I mean, this summer I was reading something. They're making. Hollywood thinks it's going to be a bad summer because there's so many sequels coming out.
I'm going to see Galaxy in a couple hours.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to watch something. They're not going to do terrible, but there's nothing original. I think when Interstellar came out, was it 2 years ago?
What movie?
With Matthew McConaughey, Interstellar.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Inner Space.
That whole year, that was the only original fucking movie.
Did you see Interstellar?
I did see it.
What do you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah. I liked it. It's not
you know what here's
the greatest movie, but
because we were kids in the 80s, I can go back to these movies whether they're good or not.
We got a little nostalgic glasses.
Even the movies that are good today, I find it hard to go back to because I don't care. Even if it's good, I don't care.
But it makes me think: do people who are born post 80s would they like any of these things?
Well, my dad watched all this shit. That's how I saw all this stuff.
So did I.
Fucking. And the funny thing is, my dad introduced me to Stallone, and he shits on him every chance he gets, and it's like,
so do we.
Are you fucking with me, Dad? But he's great though.
He's great.
He's a Hollywood money making machine. Who makes better? You know what I mean?
He disappeared from Hollywood too, and then he comes back with the action movies. He always doing action.
He got a bad rap for Copland. I still don't think that's a terrible movie.
It's okay.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think he's the reason it's bad.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Do you ever hear the story of why he made that movie?
No, I'd like to hear it though.
Okay, so him and Schwarzenegger had a thing going on where Schwarzenegger was playing jokes on, basically they were all doing the same movies.
Yeah.
Rambo, Commando kind of thing.
Yep.
So it got to the point where they were playing jokes on each other, and Schwarzenegger, I guess, had put it out there that he might take this movie. So Stallone went and got it, and he got stuck doing that.
Yeah, but then Schwarzenegger did fucking Junior.
Which is probably a little bit later than that, right? Is that 95?
Yeah, it's a little bit later.
But Junior was made because of the success of Twins. It's got him reuniting with
They're trying to get that same...
yeah, it's like...
The Kindle the same...
Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks did it a couple times. Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail.
It's the same fucking movie.
Similar, yeah, pretty much.
They made the same movie twice with the same fucking actors. I can't believe anyone would see that. I haven't seen either of them, but how do you make...
You never saw Sleepless in Seattle? Never saw it on TV?
I've seen parts of it. I just turn it off.
You've Got Mail is... I guess... I don't want to say... See, I have a problem. I could tell you if I like something. I can't, in good conscience, tell you something's good at the same time. That's the problem.
You know what we should do? We haven't done a romantic comedy yet. Should we do a romantic comedy?
Well, we're going to do John Hughes movie. You want to do one I hate?
Yeah, we could do a hokey, a really chick movie.
Oh, we can
do
that.
A real chick movie?
We can. Want to do a chick movie, and we'll go the whole podcast without insulting a woman? Do you think we can do that?
No, we probably shouldn't do it then.
I can't. We could do Some Kind of Wonderful. I don't like it at all. Or St. Elmo's Fire. One of those. A garbage movie. All right. Anyway, so we got a question.
Oh, question.
Somebody asked us a question. We had a couple things here. We'll go to the question.
Odds and ends.
We'll go to the question first. All right, this is from the Rogue Riffers podcast. We've mentioned them before, and we're actually part of a network, which I'll get to later. He would like us to talk a bit about how, little takeaway from our last episode with Sleepaway Camp. He would like to know what would have made the non-great dick a great dick.
Now, we don't need Nick the Dick. I don't need that.
That's too
much. It's a little
dick.
girl.
Too much dick.
It's a little boy.
It wasn't a wide enough shot.
This was like, I want just a nice pickle. Whole dill pickle.
Holy shit.
Instead of what, in the boysenberry bush.
No, what you got there was a sweet gherkin.
Yeah, you got Mike had a button on a fur coat.
That was funny. That
Still
was
funny. Just a nice pickle. You know, you don't have to focus in on it or anything. In the boysenberry bush.
There you have it, folks. A good old dill pickle. Kosher.
Dill whole pickle, yep.
Whole pickle.
That's all I'm looking for.
Not a spear, not a half, not a chip. Whole.
This was like almost inverted, this
was.
penis.
It was pretty tough.
I think it was tribesmen in South America.
I still think he was fresh out of the pool. That's pretty much what
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, so we'd like to thank the guys over at the Rogue Riffers podcast for sending in that question to our Twitter account.
It's a good question.
Yeah. And we got some other stuff here too. Oh, we got a review. This is good.
Okay, you go ahead.
We got a review, and this is also from the Rogue Riffers podcast. Thank you for leaving a review.
Someone's talking to us.
Yeah, it's always nice when somebody's talking.
Social media. Ho!
So the Rogue Riffers write on iTunes as a review for us. This podcast is pretty amazing. That's what they write. Off to a good start, right?
Sure.
Okay. So, have you ever wondered what it would be like to watch movies with a few roughnecks over on Flatbush Avenue? This is pretty much how it would go. Extremely funny, good taste in movies, and lots of fun. Recommended for anyone who likes movies and comedy. So thank you, Rogue Riffers. We're not from Brooklyn, and
no, I'm sure we have New York accents.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't hear my own accent.
No.
We've been getting a lot of things about our accent.
Yeah, I had no idea we had an accent.
Most people don't, but I don't think we have like a Boston, like a very thick one.
No.
Maybe we do. We do not have a city accent.
No, those motherfuckers got like... we could do one if you want.
Yes, we are from New York. We're about 60 miles north of the city. People in New York City would call us rednecks.
Yeah, we're not roughnecks.
We'd be calling us farm folk, pretty much, and making fun of us.
Hey, Tony.
Appreciate the review.
We're not. Oh, I love the review. It's great, though. It's so funny. Like a couple of roughnecks.
I need a man that's quick and swift to put out the slip and get stiff. Boxer shorts, everything is getting large. But he ain't gotta be large to be in charge. Pumping in and out and out and in and here we go. He knows exactly how I want my flow and that slow. Never questioning, can he get buck wow? You gotta smack it, lick it, swallow it up style. A drink of beer.
Even whenever I do my like heavy New York accent and I'm trying to like just do a joke, I think it's bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't. But apparently, honestly, if you're not from the area,
oh yeah,
I guess it comes off as authentic. I don't know.
It reminds me of like last week. I was down on I was on 54th and I had a nice big pastrami sandwich and had that good Arthur Avenue bread. Derek Jeter's God.
Bensonhurst. Oh, I can think of the 25th hour.
Yeah, Bensonhurst.
Bensonhurst. Oh God.
Big ups to Brooklyn.
Appreciate the review.
No, I love the review. Thank you. And final announcement: we got some things happening. Things are happening.
Things are happening.
Deets. We're doing things.
Mm-hmm.
We're part of a network now, a podcasting network.
Podtron assemble.
Yes. Like Captain Planet.
Form of an eagle. I don't know.
Earth, wind, fire.
Yeah.
So it's called the Podtron Network, and you can find us on Twitter at Podtron Network. And I'm just going to read the 11 podcasts that are part of this podcast collective.
Part of the Podtron.
Part of the Podtron. Lion Force Podtron. We've got One Then Done. We've got the CNC Geekcast. Wax on Wax Lyrical. We've got the Rogue Riffers. Dad Bodcast. Launching the Pilot. The VHS Bandits. This Was Rad. Good Times, Great Movies. That's Cool, That's Trash. And, of course, the Video Rangers Podcast.
The Video Rangers Podcast.
The only podcast.
Are we the only ones from New York, I guess?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes,
but
we are.
We're also the only podcast where you can get Bobcat impressions and Joey Buttafuoco rants.
I think I did my best Bobcat in this episode.
Yeah.
I only did about 2 seconds, but
I tell you what,
the best one.
We're probably the only podcast on this list that's like consistently like drunk on each episode.
Well, listen, we've had 2 drunk episodes.
Last one was pretty.
Last week,
Holy
and
shit,
The Running Man.
It's 2:30 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, that was a fucking long day.
Oh yeah, long day.
Otherwise,
we drove
I think we're pretty sober.
Forever to get there.
We had 2 drunk episodes.
Yeah,
I was fucking drunk.
Yeah. The last one turned out okay, I thought.
Oh, with your magic editing,
not mainly, not the editing. I think there was just some funny shit.
General. No, yeah, okay.
We had some good conversations. Running Man was holy shit. The train has left the station, and it's
plowed through a fucking wall,
ludicrous speed. Like, we can't stop. We have to slow down first. Holy shit.
All
right. So yeah, that's what we got going on. We'll be back next week. Don't know what we're doing. No idea.
No, we don't.
Never know.
We'll figure it out.
We always figure it out on Wednesday.
I didn't know we were doing Police Academy 4.
No, we were supposed to do Hooper.
Yeah,
I think Hooper was the original idea. But next episode's 30. We gotta do something special for 30.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's gonna be. We'll figure it out. But Police Academy 5.
No.
All right.
Not for a while.
No, we're gonna come back to this later. Next year.
I might have a child by then.
Who knows? All right. Till next time. If you've seen a bad movie, we're ready to believe you.
All kinds of fun. There's a mucker in the alley and a junkie named Sally. So you better go home. Leave you alone. We're citizens on patrol. So you call the cops, it won't do no good, 'cause they